Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my current favorites, and it's going to be current beauty favorites, fragrance, body care, skincare. So all of the products that I have just been in love with lately. Some of them I have talked about on my channel before, others I've never talked about and they're new loves. So I'm super excited to share all of these products with you guys. So if you are interested in all of my current favorites, just keep on watching. Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be sharing all of my loves. All of the products that I'm going to talk about today are amazing. They are like life-changing. Love them, can't be without them. So before I get started with my favorites, I want to thank today's sponsor, and that is Weight Loss by Hers. As many of you guys know, I have been on a weight loss journey for about a year now, and I have been able to lose 30 pounds, which I feel amazing. I have so much more energy and I feel so much more confident. After having 3 kids, I had moments where I just felt so horrible about myself. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to go out because I just wasn't happy with the way that I looked. And I know that it can make life complicated in more ways than one. I have been getting a lot of DMs and even emails from some of my subscribers asking how I've been able to lose the weight, if I have any tips. And although my weight loss was 100% natural, I just added exercise to my lifestyle, changed my eating habits, and that was enough to help me lose that weight. But I know that sometimes we need a little bit more help. I haven't tried hers yet, but of course I had to share this option with you guys. Now I want to share a little bit about Weight Loss by Hers if you don't know about them. Hers offers access to a range of weight loss treatment options personalized to your unique needs, determined by a licensed healthcare provider. All treatments include quality tested medication and personalized dosage plans based on your lifestyle, eating patterns, health history, and your weight loss goals. The process is so simple and it is 100% online from the comfort of your home with a free online assessment. If you qualify, a provider will help you find the right treatment for you. If prescribed compounded GLP-1 treatment, plans start as low as $165 per month. For new subscribers with a 12-month plan paid up front. You also receive unlimited provider messaging in your treatment plan at no extra cost to help you along the way in case you have any questions. We all deserve to feel good about ourselves, and weight loss is not a one-size-fits-all. What works for one person might not work for the other, and I am happy that I can give you guys an option that can help. So take advantage of the affordable prices and the convenience. Start off this new year feeling amazing and your best self. Click the link in my description box below to learn more. Let's go ahead and let's begin with my current favorite products. So let's start off with body care. Since I do have a YouTube channel, since I review a lot of products, sometimes I want to use everything at once, and I did notice that that doesn't help me when it comes to giving you guys good reviews, letting you guys know how certain products work. I feel like you need to choose products, let's say for a month, and do a routine with that and see the changes, see the benefits that you're seeing. I did stick to 2 different body care options when I got out of the shower last month because I did want to just see how much I really like the products. If I'm switching around different products, I'm not gonna know what is doing what. I have really been enjoying the pink comforting body lotion and comforting body oil, and this is in the vanilla scent. So this has vanilla bean extract and coconut oil. So as you can see, these have been getting so much love. They're all like, the packaging is all crazy. I love this. So usually when I get out of the shower, I love to do a pump of whatever body cream or lotion I'm using, and then a pump of some type of oil or gel or something that's going to give me even more moisture. And these two mixed together, it's just so nice on the skin and really gives a really nice glow to the skin, especially now during winter. If we don't take care of our skin, it can get ugly real quick. I love the scent. It smells so good, and it goes good with pretty much anything that I put it on with because it smells just like a sugary sweet vanilla, yet it still has like a little bit of smokiness to it, or like something that makes it a little bit deeper. And then the second body care option or combo that I've been doing when I get out of the shower is from NECESSAIRE, and I had these products and I will use them here and there. This is my second bottle of the body oil, so I know I love this one, but I had this fragrance free lotion in my bathroom and I was just not reaching for it, and I need to get my money's worth. So I started using these together. Again, a little bit of oil, a little bit of the lotion mixed together, and put it all over my body, and I have been noticing that it is pretty hydrating. It doesn't feel thick or heavy, but my skin doesn't look ashy, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look irritated. So you can layer this with any fragrance you want to layer it with because it is fragrance free, and the consistency of it is really nice. So it's not too thick, not too heavy, and the oil also is fragrance free, and it just moisturizes your skin so good. So I have been loving these as well. Okay, so now that we have body care out of the way, I also wanted to mention some body mist that I have been loving. Little by little, I've been getting more and more obsessed with this again, and this is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62. So this is the original, the first one that came out, and there's something about this body mist that is like perfection. When you wear it during winter time, you get a little bit more of like the salted caramel, and I get the pistachio, and it just smells so gourmand and yummy. And then in summer, it somehow also smells, I don't want to, not tropical, but just perfect for vacation too. So I really enjoy this one. I am making a bigger dent in this one now that I've been reaching for it more and more, and eventually I do want to own like the big one of this, and also I want to get the perfume because I did have the travel size of the perfume, but I've never had the full size. So really love this. It is like nutty, it's sexy, it's perfect for all year. You can use it year round, and the pistachio in it is so good too, and it's intoxicating. I love it. Now this one I already filmed my video on these, but I have not uploaded it. But I've really been liking this, and I already have a dent in it, and it's probably the one that everyone is going to say they're sick of. I haven't seen anything yet, but seeing Rouge from Bath and Body Works, which is from their Everyday Luxuries line, and this is supposed to be duping Baccarat Rouge 540, which is a very pricey fragrance. I don't know why I'm liking this so much. I have been putting it on after I take a shower. You could also layer this with Ariana Grande's Cloud because it smells very similar to Cloud as well. Maybe it's because I haven't been using the scent DNA a lot lately, so now I'm like rediscovering it and I'm really liking it. And it just smells dainty, chic, a little juicy, something sweet in there, almost like cotton candy. It's a very hard scent to describe, but it's very nice, and I already put a small dent into it. I did get the little ones, which I'm very proud of because I think I can go through the little ones way quicker. So I think I'm gonna start buying the little bottles only. So perfume. I have a few different like personalities for perfume that have been my current favorites. So the first being very shampoo-y and girly scents. I have been feeling that. I've been feeling my best with that. And I have two that I have really been liking. A lot of you guys have been picking up one of them and telling me that you're loving it as well, so that makes me really happy. So the first one is Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. So I cannot do the original Bright Crystal because it does give me a headache, unfortunately. The Absolute one does work for me, and this one is like the girliest of all the girly perfumes that I have smelled, and it just smells refreshing and cooling and almost like aquatic yet girly. It's like a fruity floral shampoo, like you washed your hair, took a really good shower, and you're smelling amazing, and it's just very refreshing and girly. So this is my first favorite right now when it comes to fragrances. The one that a lot of you guys have been picking up after I shared it in a haul is Juicy Couture Oui, which I always saw this one when I would go to the PX here on Base. They have a lot of fragrances out, and I always saw these and I never paid attention to them until I went to Sam's one day and I saw a tester for this, and I was just like, that is such an easy reach fragrance, super shampoo-y. It's way more fruity, I think, than the Versace one. I think this one has more of like a splash of juiciness to it. It's super juicy, super fruity, super duper girly. It's like a mousse, a hair conditioner, like a hair mask, that type of scent. This is what that smells like, and I am loving that type of scent for me. Now, when I am looking for a gourmand that I do love and I have been just so in love with it, this is by Rosie Jane, and this is Dulce. So this is like a mix of super duper gourmand and sweet and vanilla. It smells like if you were making un flan or something, like something very sweet, custardy, smooth. So good. It's kind of like Bianco latte. I don't know why a lot of people don't like to mention this one as a dupe. Maybe it's because mine has been sitting for like, I don't know if it's been a year or two, maybe like 2 years now. And it's just transformed into a beautiful gourmand vanilla with a little spiciness to it. There's chocolate in here. There's a woodiness in here too. I love this one. And it does remind me a lot of Bianco latte. I don't know, maybe my nose is crazy. But this is a perfect example of a gourmand that I like. So it has those sweet, creamy, smooth notes, but then there's also a perfumey, like sexy touch in there. And that's why I love this one so much. And when I wear this one to go to bed, the entire bed ends up smelling like this. So yummy. Another one I have been loving and reaching for nonstop is my Seven Virtues Amber Vanilla. And this one is like second skin. This is one that nurses can wear, teachers, or if you work very close to people, because it's just soft. It is like a second skin, a little sugary, a little vanilla. And when it mixes with my skin, it just turns into the most sugary, sweet, warm, second skin type of scent. Very comforting. It smells so good. It's not too screechy or in your face. So I love wearing this type of fragrance when I'm going to the orthodontist, for example, or I'm going to a doctor's appointment. I want to smell good. I get compliments because I have people very close to me, but it's not, you know, smacking them in the face like other fragrances can do. So this is perfect for that. I love it so, so much. So that is Amber Vanilla. And then my last favorite, this one is like my date night scent. Recently, when I went to Miami, I've been reaching for everything. It makes me feel so chic and dainty and like luxurious in a fresh and simple way. It's not doing too much, yet you're giving those vibes, and that is Fleur Soft Spot. So love this. I don't think there's anything right now that can make me feel the way that this makes me feel, and the scent bubble that this gives me. It reminds me a little bit of Gucci Guilty. I've been saying that a lot. Not a dupe, but the same kind of like metallic, sexy, almost like a cologne vibe to it, but it's still feminine. It's very hard for me to describe this scent, but it just hits a spot. Soft Spot is the perfect name. I didn't get this fragrance too long ago, and the dent is already showing how much I love this perfume. So if you haven't tried this one out, give it a try. It's so good. Let's talk about skincare next. I get a lot of questions on my skin and what's my favorite skincare. If there is one thing that I will never in my life skip, usually I could be like drinking, traveling, and I need to have my skincare. I need to have my skincare morning and night. It helps to keep my skin the best that I can keep it. Ever since I did start the birth control, I did get rid of my hormonal acne. So that is one positive thing about that. I don't get like those bad breakouts on my chin or on my forehead anymore. I just deal with a little bit of texture here and there, dryness. Sometimes I get like rashes or like really, really red from the weather outside. Those are like my concerns right now. Two toners that I absolutely love. One of them I have repurchased. I've been talking about it for years on my channel. And the other one is new to me, but oh my God, so good. So the first one is from Kiehl's, and this is the Daily Refining Milk Peel Toner. It comes in 2 layers. So this is a exfoliating toner, but it's very, very gentle. I can use this every day if I wanted to, but it could give me a little bit of like a chemical burn in my sensitive areas if I do it too much. So I usually do it like every other day, and it's perfect. It helps with texture. It helps with keeping my skin super duper hydrated. You're supposed to shake it up and mix the 2 layers, and then it turns into that milky consistency. And I go ahead and put this on a cotton pad and swipe it all over my face. I use it at night. I use it in the morning as well. It doesn't burn or sting my face, and it's the perfect amount of exfoliation for someone who has sensitive dry skin. So I can't just go in with super strong exfoliants. They will burn me and it will just mess up my skin for weeks. So when I find one that works, it's very, very special to me. Now for the days that I don't want to exfoliate and I just want to add moisture, which is what I have been focusing on the most. So this is the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence, and right now I am up to here, so I'm finishing it up already. But this is also a milky toner, and Pharmacy released this not too long ago. I'm not sure if it's been out for like a year now maybe, but this has chamomile, and it has ceramides. Ceramides are so important for your moisture barrier. If your moisture barrier is good, your skin is going to be so much nicer and plump and radiant, and just it won't look irritated or red or dry or have a lot of breakouts. I used to think I was just breaking out, but I was literally stripping my moisture barrier. So it's very important to learn about that. I cannot explain it completely because I'm not an expert, but I have watched a lot of videos and people talking about it. So those products really do help. Now for serums, I have 3 serums. After I go in with my toner, then I will pick a serum. So for hydration days, I will go in with the Bioma hydrating serum, and this is my 2nd bottle of this. I ran through this like water. I think I purchased it while I was in Miami. Yeah, I got it while I was in Miami for Christmas, and I ran out of it midway through January, and I had to run and get another bottle. This is so good because usually hydrating serums, they focus a lot on hyaluronic acid, and that's great. But I prefer glycerin. This has squalane. It has ceramides. So it's a very like milky, runny consistency. In the morning, I will choose either or of these 2 serums. So the first one is Good Molecules, and this is the niacinamide serum. Super affordable. You don't have to spend a crazy amount to have good skincare. I do have some pricey skincare that works amazing, but I have these types of serums from Ulta that I think the small one of this one costs $6. So very affordable. And niacinamide, I did not know was so helpful, at least for me, for controlling texture, getting rid of those little bumps that we get like underneath the skin. So niacinamide to me is like the magic ingredient for that. This is amazing for texture, pores, for oil production. So if you have oily skin, niacinamide is great as well. I have dry skin and it works great as well, but I make sure to put like a moisturizing serum first, then the niacinamide. Now if I'm not doing the niacinamide, I go in with the Caudalie Vinyl Perfect serum, and this is like a vitamin C alternative. So it is, I think it's vegan. It works so good. My skin can be a little sensitive to certain vitamin C products, but this is like an alternative to it, and it does not irritate my skin, and it just gets rid of any scars that you might have. Like when I used to get those hormonal acne on my chin, I would get a lot of discoloration there and hyperpigmentation. So this helps a lot tackling that. And then for moisturizers, I have 2. I feel like I'm talking so much today. So I have always raved about the Tatcha, the water cream. That is my #1 go-to moisturizer for mornings. I do like to use something a little thicker at night, but I did notice that my skin does not like super thick, heavy creams, and it thrives with gels. Gel formulations are just lighter on the skin. They're not so thick. I feel like they don't suffocate my skin. Since it has been super cold here, I started reaching for the dewy skin cream from Tatcha. Now, I have always recommended both, but I always said that I prefer the water cream 1,000 times. And this one sometimes felt a little greasy or a little too thick for me. So I would only reach for it sometimes. But now that I went through a cold winter, because this winter was so cold compared to last year's, now I understand the need for thicker cream. So if I was, let's say, still in Puerto Rico where winter's not cold, so I'm not gonna need something so intense. I don't need super thick all the time, but in this winter, I do need it. It makes my skin feel so good. It makes it glowy and dewy. It just absorbs so much better when it's cold. I feel like the skin needs the hydration more, so it's gonna suck it right up. So my skin really, really loves this. I am halfway through this one. Last skincare product was sent to me in PR, and I think it's Lion Pose. I don't think it's Pose. I'm not sure. But this is the Pep Talk Biopeptide Barrier Cream. I have been loving this. I use this at nighttime, and this one has like a more cloud-like type of consistency. It feels more bouncy and like fluffy on the skin, and I love the packaging because you press down, you don't get your fingers into the moisturizer, and it is just a very bouncy, really nice moisturizer. It sinks right into the skin. That's what I love about it. Really quick to sink into the skin, super hydrating. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin. So it's definitely a little thicker than a gel formula, but not as thick as a cream. And it has ceramides, which is great. It has peptides and it has bioplacenta, which sounds a little like what the heck, but it is vegan. This is amazing on the skin. So that is it for skincare. Next up, I need to say thank you to the person who recommended this to me. I always wanted to try this tinted moisturizer, and I had a subscriber who told me, go ahead and try it. My skin looked so good all day while I was wearing this. So I got very curious and I picked it up, and this is the Say Slip Tint tinted moisturizer. This has SPF 35 sunscreen. I love this so much, and I got compliments at Sephora when I went shopping with this on. So we were gonna go take the kids to go watch Sonic, and I did some light makeup, nothing too crazy. I put this on, put some liquid contour or bronzer, really simple makeup, and my makeup, I was obsessed. I will say though, this I only recommend it with people who have dry skin. If you have oily skin, you're going to hate this because this gives you that look of like, I have like very dewy skin. So if you already have those natural oils, you will probably go crazy with this. But if you have dry skin and you struggle with some foundations looking cakey or things looking too dry and making your skin look older than what you are, because it does happen, this was really nice. It kept my makeup in place all day, but it gave me like this radiant glow, made the skin look so healthy. So I love this. I got it in the shade 3.5. For contour bronzer, I have been obsessed with the Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. Definitely recommend this. I have two shades. I started off with light medium. Light medium is perfect for those days that I literally don't even want to do my makeup, but I want to add a little bit of color to my skin so I don't look so pale. So this is light medium. So this is light medium and this is medium. But that little slight difference, you can see it when you blend it out. It just looks a little bit more bronzy over here, more warm. But what I love about this consistency is how thin it is. It's like if you're rubbing water on your skin, but it does leave a very nice tint. It doesn't just blend into nothing, and it gives you the perfect amount of glow. It mixes with liquid blush, with concealer so perfectly, and it leaves a very thin layer of makeup. That's what I am loving so much about new makeup, is how thin everything feels. It almost feels like you're not, right now I feel like I'm not wearing makeup and I have a full face of makeup on. It just feels thin. It feels great. So the thinner the makeup, the more comfortable it is. It doesn't look as cakey. So these are my go-to for bronzer. Also from Makeup by Mario, he just released his new lip glosses. So these are the shades that I have tried out. He sent over, I think it was 6 shades. The first one I tried out was Perfect Pink, which is a beautiful like bubblegummy pink shade. So here is Perfect Pink. And what I love the most about these glosses is they are super duper shiny, super glossy, but they're thin as well. And they don't do like that stringy, nasty stuff on the lips when you're talking. That does not happen with these glosses. Here I have Rustic Pink. So that's Perfect Pink, and this is Rustic Pink. It's more of like a mauvey pink shade. I also tried out this cocoa shade. So pretty. I could actually put some on right now. What I like about these glosses, they do deposit color, but they also let the color that you had underneath shine through. So they're kind of like see-through, but with a little hint of color. Do you see how glossy they are? Super duper pretty, and they smell really good, and I love the formula. For blush, I got all of the new shades from the Patrick Ta blushes. Ended up returning one, which was She's Seductive. It was a little hard to work with. It looked beautiful, but I don't think I'm gonna reach for that all the time. But I did keep the other 3. Today I'm wearing She Left Me on Red, which was also a little hard to work with, but this one is more doable for sure. But my favorite one out of the shades that came out is She's Seductive. So here is the shade. It might look boring, it might look too skin-like or close to your skin tone, but this is gorgeous. It goes with any makeup look that you are doing. It just gives you this beautiful flushed look, but without it being too much. So here is She's Seductive. It's like the perfect natural color. I love it so much, and the cream just adds like this very glossy look to your face. Love it. And last but not least, to finish off my favorites, this right here. I have my daughter hooked, my mom hooked. Hopefully some of you guys get hooked because this will make your life so simple if you like lashes. Right now I am wearing strip lashes. I haven't worn strip lashes in forever because I've just been wearing these. These are individual clusters and they already have glue. So they are press-on lashes. These are the style volume, so they're gonna add a lot of volume, and they give you 3 different lengths. So I start off with a longer one, a medium one, and a short one, and that's enough for me to have my lashes looking really pretty, and I don't have to make a mess with glue. They stick on and they stay on all day. So if you're beginning with lashes, or if you have a teenager that wants to experiment without it looking too dramatic, this is perfect. My daughter loves to just take one and she puts it in the end, and it gives her the prettiest doll-eyed look without it looking too much. So definitely recommend these. And that brings me to the end of my current favorites. I'm so excited to do this video because I haven't done a favorites in a while, and I want to go back to doing them monthly. So I want to rotate my products, do different routines each month, and kind of report back with what impressed me the most, what worked the best. So this month, here are all of the things that I have really been enjoying. So with that said, don't forget to check out Weight Loss by Hers. I will leave all of the information in the description box below, and also comment down below which products interest you from the products that I shared, which ones you also love, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video.